I am the famous American, and I have a question for you, assuming you're not American, because a lot of my viewers are not. Why would you want to travel to the United States for fun? Specifically, I would like to know, where in the United States would you like to travel? What would you like to see? You know, it's funny because wherever you grow up, whatever your home is, everything else is on some level exotic compared to what you grow up with. So when I think of exotic, I'm going to think of a place like Hawaii, even though it's part of the United States, or Thailand, where I spent 2 summers teaching. I think of something that culturally is kind of the opposite of where I'm from. So it's interesting to me. Let's say that you're from Spain. I have a lot of viewers from Spain. Okay, if you were to travel to the United States, what would you want to see here? You know, I think it's interesting because there is arguably a lot of diversity in the United States, different things to see, different landscape, so much culture here, ultimately. And I'm trying to imagine that from someone who has a perspective that's not American, who did not grow up here. So for you, through your lens, from whatever country you're from, what would seem interesting and enticing, or maybe even exotic, that is nothing like where you're from? So therefore you would want to explore that part of the United States. Maybe it's a certain state as a whole, or a city, or a landmark, or a park, or part of the culture itself that you just don't have anything that quite replicates that where you're from. So help me understand, from the lens of somebody outside the United States, what would be interesting to you? Because I only have the inside out perspective of that. I can look out and think, here's the reason I'd want to go to this country or this country. But if you were to want to travel to the United States, or maybe you're even thinking about taking a trip here, what would you want to see? I want to know. I'm curious. The comments belong right here.